across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move, scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And Michel will have the first down and more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 42 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Damiere Byrd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Off the draw, here's Michel. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Newton on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Steps away to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Byrd. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. So a pretty early 1st quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Raven football here as we begin quarter #2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Ravens.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Now the three-time Pro Bowler, here's Mark Ingram. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, a run with Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
First and 10.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards the gain there, second down. This a second and 7 from the 37.
7-yard line.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A gain of a yard.
Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain, and of course he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort. And
part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular, not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, it's Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Ravens 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. It's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Baltimore. Dietrich Wise there on the stop.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. Being chased out left. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. From the gun, Jackson. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now the 2nd-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball.
It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Newton going for it all. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 29, Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Gain on the play.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Ravens.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for...
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Jackson on first down towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown. Touchdown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Newton. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They fake the give. Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
Play action. It's Newton. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Malik Harrison
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And a dump off to White. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. He hits White, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone. For a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score. It's 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
The 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 39.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Ingram again. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. A play fake to Michel, now Newton. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Patriots 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on second down. Newton.
29-yard line.
Will find his tight end here, Asiasi. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ravens.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
24 yards. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Tucker lining up for the
For them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off play action. Newton. He's going to have the hook up here with Herring. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Goes underneath here to White. And he loses the football a second time. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Again, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And now Edelman. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. One last throw here for Newton. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now.